your ranking in the spirit, he does three things. Number one, he enlarges the spiritual border of your grace so that you are able to reach more territory spiritually and physically. Number two, he multiplies the grace and the oil that is upon your life. Are we together now? And then number three, he sends a greater backing of resources to you. Naaman came with his horses and with his chariot and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. Watch this, verse 10. And Elisha sent a messenger to him. Now, this is where we're coming to. A new thing is about to happen in the life of Naaman. But Naaman did not sustain the flexibility to embrace God's formula. Go and wash in Jordan 7 times. The insult there was that Elisha did not even come out. Elisha said, I'm busy discussing matters of territories. Isn't it amazing that what looks like a mountain to you, there is a grace that can trivialize it. Mountains are relative. That what looks like a mountain to you, there is a grace that says it's done, and you will think it's a joke. The territory was designed to honor that grace. Follow me carefully, please. Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall become again unto thee, and thou shalt be clean. We're reading to verse 14, 3 more verses. But Naaman was angry. Look up, please. Are you seeing the danger of tradition, the danger of lack of discernment? This man's life is about to change. He did not even know the history of the one speaking to him. Elisha did not become a prophet by destiny. It was hunger that made him so. He was not supposed to be a prophet. He was a farmer. There's no prophecy that Elisha should be a prophet. The prophet should come out from among the sons of the prophet, but their familiarity and their dishonor closed that door. And there was a farmer who said, I know you are a temperous man, but I will follow you all the way, until he received a double portion. Now it is that man that talks to him. Listen, many times it's wise and it's good to go through the antecedents and the history of certain people and their sacrifices and their graces to help you appreciate what they say when they say it. If you do not understand where they are coming from, you may think they are bragging or it is pride. Pastor Nathaniel can lift up his trumpet and say, as soon as I blow it, I want you to know doors will be open. And until you understand the history of how this came about, that's why many times God will give us both the Old and the New Testament. He says, go through the archive of my dealings with men, so that when I tell you I will bless you, you will not insult me by doubting me. I change nations in one day. Your life is too small. So he gives you an archive. Are we blessed? Now this is the same Elisha who is speaking to Naaman. And Naaman comes as a local champion with his little achievement, and he's angry and said, behold, I thought he would surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God and strike his hand over the place, because he's used to seeing it that way. Someone must have done it this way for him to know that every time you want to heal, you call upon the name of the Lord. Remember, the prophets of Baal did something like this. So he was used to seeing these kinds of manifestation. I don't know what God you serve, but the last time I saw a prophet praying, I saw the energy and I saw him beating down and calling Baal. I thought that's what you will do. And now you just said I should go and wash. Are not Abana and Pharpar, rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them? You see, when you are about to embrace new things, you don't come at your terms. You must be flexible to receive. You don't edit the instructions that you are given. If God says empty your account and you give half, I'm not saying you should do so, please. You know, we live in days now where somebody can crop this and write nonsense. So I'm not saying you should empty your account. It's just an example, but it can happen, believe me. I've taught you that one of the ways that God helps you conquer your fear is to make you pass through it. It's not always to take it away from you. May I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in a rage. He went away to where? To yesterday. If this is what it takes to have a new thing, I'd rather keep my pride and go back to my yesterday. Now, look at this. This is a very instructive. We took all that labor to read, to show you that it is possible for men to desire their yesterday. Going into tomorrow will sting your ego. It will treat you as if it did not see that you were a celebrity. Tomorrow has no regard for the achievements of yesterday. It has its rules, and you must sustain the flexibility to open up your heart. I've shared here, I think, about the prayer that I received one time we went to Ekiti. After preaching as a man of God, we meet this old man who does not speak English, and we say, sir, you are very old. I desire to receive the grace for long life. And I thought you say, oh, great man of God. Say, kneel down, all of you. You can choose to be Apostle Joshua Selman and go back and scrounge your way as far as getting that result is concerned, or you can humble yourself. Master, we are hungry. He says, sit down in groups. If you can't sit down, you won't eat bread. If it's that bread and that fish you desire to eat, the first rule is sit down. Are we together? He went back in his rage. May this never happen to anyone. The Holy Spirit can tell you after service, please request for an opportunity to have Pastor Nat just touch your head if he has the time. And you may say, what? I mean, we are colleagues. What is the meaning of this? I thought we just ate yesterday. While we were eating, our hands were touching one another. Is that impartation? Didn't they sleep on the same bed with Jesus? The mysteries of lifting, the mysteries of new